Amita Jays. It is a miracle that your question has already been answered. The people who select the questions are certainly intelligent. Even you will have to realize their intelligence now. They have chosen your question too. But still, I would like to say a few things about your question. Because it is not only you. Many may be feeling the same way. So many questions come. And I can answer only few questions. Naturally, many must be feeling hurt that their question is not chosen. But they are not listening perfectly well. Their question may not have been chosen, but their question is certainly answered. Answering one question, I am answering hundreds other questions too. It doesn't matter whether it is your question. The very idea that my question should be answered. You are less concerned with the question and more concerned that it is your question. If you listen silently, you will find somewhere or other the question is being answered. Just your name is not mentioned. And that is immaterial. My experience is that when I mention somebody's name and answer the question, he is the one who is going to understand it least. The reason is obvious. He becomes tense. It is his question. And it is little worried. A little afraid. I may something which may be shocking. I may hit him. I may slap him. By asking the question, he has become vulnerable. Hence, the moment it is your question, you are listening with a tense mind. It won't reach to your heart. Others are listening with absolute relaxedness. It is not their question. In this state of relaxedness, they may be able to hear much more than the person whose question is being answered. But I take every care that all the questions that reach to me are answered. If not today, then tomorrow. And you are saying that why don't you answer my questions? I have answered them all. Just because your name was not mentioned, you could not get them. And you are saying, is there a certain selection before they reach you? There is no selection. All the questions reach me. And you are asking, if so, then these are wrong persons at the right place. There are no persons. All the questions that come are sent to me without any selection. I go through all the questions, but take out 4 or 5 questions and try in every way that those other questions which have not been taken are also answered. You are saying that these people who choose the stupid ones instead of mine, which have some quality. But these people have chosen your question. Nobody is choosing. Otherwise, certainly this question would not have been chosen. That can be said with absolute certainty. If somebody was choosing, this question was thrown away, it would not have reached me. And as far as stupid questions, all questions are stupid. The wise ones never ask. Only the otherwise those who are silent and intelligent simply try to understand existence rather than making a question. A question is a wrong direction. It takes you into the world of philosophy, where thousands of questions exist, and each question has been answered millions of times by different people in different ages, and yet not a single question has come to be answered. They are still standing unanswered. There are 2 possibilities. If you make life, existence, love a question, you will always remain unanswered. But if you make love, life, celebration, an experience, your questions will be dissolved. I am using the word dissolved, not solved. The word solution comes from the philosophical dimension. And no solution is a solution because it creates new questions. Your authentic question does not need to be answered, it needs to be dissolved. And no solution is going to dissolve it, only your own experience. It is a natural and normal phenomenon that the questions that others ask will look to you stupid. And the questions that you are asking will look to you very intelligent, but to others it will look the stupid, utterly stupid question. What makes it valuable is your ego. The moment your ego is not there, suddenly the question loses all significance. But I repeat again that all questions are stupid, because those who have attained to wisdom don't ask any questions at all. It is not that they have found the answers. On the contrary, they have lost all questions, all answers together. They remain together, they go together. When you are without questions and without answers, your innocence knows the deepest mysteries, the secrets, without making it knowledge. It tastes it. It becomes your blood, your bones, your marrow. It becomes your very being, your dance, but not an answer of a question. I don't make any distinction between the intelligent and the stupid question. But if you want me to make the distinction, the intelligent ones are more stupider than the stupid ones. Because the stupid ones at least are innocent. The intelligent ones are coming certainly from the ego. They are projections of a mind that thinks I know. Questions come from many different sources. Some questions come from your innocence. They may look stupid. Some questions come from your knowledgeability. They may look very clever. Some questions arise in you from your existential experiences, but they are the questions you cannot ask because you cannot bring them to language. You will have to wait when the time is right and the season is ripe. Something will blossom within you and your question will disappear. Not that there will be left an answer, but a purity, undisturbed by a question or by answer. Both are disturbances. I go on answering your questions, not to make you more knowledgeable, but to help you to see that knowledge is not the authentic wisdom. And the moment you see that knowledge is not the authentic wisdom, it drops away. The very seeing is enough, and you need not do anything to get rid of your knowledge. In the very seeing, it is burned. And what remains behind is utter silence, a purity, undisturbed by any question, by any answer. This undisturbed purity and silence is the authentic wisdom. It knows without knowing. It is utterly innocent. It is exactly a rebirth. You think your questions have some quality. Don't you think the stupid question also has some quality? You may call it stupid, but it is a quality. You may not like that quality, but likings differ. What seems to you significant may not seem so significant to somebody else. Please stop comparing. And in the end, because you must have become aware that your question is bound to be felt by anyone as a projection of ego. You yourself have felt it. Just to cancel that, your question ends with, it is not only an ego satisfaction comparison state. If it is not ego satisfaction comparison state, why you are stating it? Why you are denying? Your very denial shows that deep down you are aware what it is. Before I take your another question, because this is only an introduction to your question, I would like to tell something which has no quality, because before entering a very deeply qualified, distinguished, significant question, it is to have a good hearty laugh. Mrs. Ivan the Terrible is having lunch with Mrs. Attila the Hoon and Nancy Reagan. The three women get down to some serious gossiping. Mrs. Ivan the Terrible says, "When I want Ivan to make love to me, I send out for half a dozen naked virgins and have them ride around the bedroom bareback on ponies for an hour or two. It never fails to make Ivan excited." "Mom," says Mrs. Attila the Hoon, "my method is to have 4 pairs of women, sumo wrestlers, fighting in a large pool of mud in our bedroom. That usually works well to keep Attila awake long enough to make love to me." Nancy says, "I must be luckier with my Ronnie in that way. You girls have such a mess in your bedrooms with all that mud and horse shit. If I want to keep Ronnie awake, all I have to do is whisper in his ear, 'Darling, Bhagwan is back in America.' And he immediately screams, 'Get admins on the phone, call the FBI, call the CIA, call the army, and for God's sake, give me my heart attack pills.'" Now comes Amrita Jay's serious question. If there is no certain meaning in life, why this intrinsic logic of living thousands of lives until understanding transforms one towards enlightenment and then into a non-physical existence, and then there seems to be no end, eternity. If there is no one or nothing which creates the world of 1,000 mystic colors, why am I here? I did not ask to join in this game, or did I? can't there be only a non-existential nothingness without anything and within nothing? It is exactly what you are saying. It is non-existential nothingness without anything within or without. I am a dream, you are a dream. Don't take it too seriously. Out of nothing, just like soap bubbles, we arise. Out of nothing, we disappear. And you cannot ask the question to me because I have nothing to do with this business. I am in the same boat as you are. And you ask me why you are here. And I want to know why I am here. And you call it an intelligent question. Jesus and Saint Peter come down to earth to see how things are going after traveling all day through the universe. They arrive after dark near an old farmhouse, not wanting to freak out the farmer. They decide to sleep in the barn. Jesus says to Peter, I am going to sleep upstairs in the hayloft, and you stay down here, and when you are comfortable, sing me a lullaby to help me go to sleep. Peter agrees and starts singing softly. Sing louder, calls out Jesus. But my Lord, says Peter, the farmer may wake up. Peter, says Jesus, do you trust me? So Peter sings louder until the farmer wakes up, comes running into the barn and gives Peter a good beating. Peter, says Jesus, do you still trust me? Of course, says Peter, a little beating can't shake me. So Jesus tells him to continue singing. After a few minutes, the farmer runs out again, really furious, picks up a stick and beats Peter with it. When he has gone, Jesus says, Peter, do you still trust me? Well, says Peter, maybe we could change places for a little while. Okay, says Jesus, if you think it will help your trust. So they change places, and this time Peter sings really loudly, thinking to himself, this will show him. Sure enough, a minute later, the farmer, purple with rage, comes into the barn and grabs Jesus. Then he stops and says, no, you have had enough. Now I will give it to the idiot upstairs. It is a very playful existence, very dramatic. It is not for questioning, it is for living intensely, joyfully, without bothering at all what is the meaning, why we are here. All these questions appear to be significant, but are really stupid. Existence is as it is, and there is nobody you can inquire, no complaint office, no inquiry office. Simply we are here. Nobody knows why. So let us make this time as good as we can. Why bother about unnecessary things? Just enjoy and don't be disturbed by our mind chattering. Every question is stupid because nobody is there to answer it. Whom you are going to ask? And even if there was a God sitting just here amongst you, even he could not answer why he is sitting here.